Yesterday's episode and today's episode is just like they took us to the top of a mountain and they just brought us down. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was just more like a calm episode, which I particularly liked. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the reunion day 8, and I'm just going to give you the highlights of what happened and what did not happen. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notification, drop your comments, and yeah. Today's episode was more on the calm side. The only person that tried to create drama today was Nelson, and it was an unnecessary drama. Like, it wasn't even in any way a situation where there needed to have been drama, but he just wanted to create drama. I felt like it was forced highlight. You know, when somebody wants to just force highlight, and it worked for him because he was trending. I just saw him trending on Twitter. So if that was his aim for today, then he created highlights. And how did this happen? They asked the housemates who they thought were boring in the house, the people that they felt like they were boring in the house, and Toyo, his friend, mentioned him, that's Nelson, that he felt like Nelson is the one that was one of the people that were boring in the house. And then Nelson was like, this nigga, you're my friend, I cook for you, you're my G, and then you go out there and say I'm boring. Ibuka was like, see, that scene was just very funny. He even had to stand up. Ibuka was like, that you cooked for him and that you're his friend and you had his back in the house doesn't cancel out the fact that maybe you were boring or anything. He was like, but he's my friend. I even knew this guy before the house. And Ibuka is like, but it's your friend that's going to tell you the truth. And he was like, eh, this or that. He was just, I don't know, he was just saying things. He had to stand up to make this point. Guys, please tell me, at what point in this kind of discussion is somebody supposed to stand up? Like, it didn't even relate. If that maybe he came out and said, oh, I didn't think that you felt like I was boring because, you know, we always had good conversations, and you didn't make that point known to me that you felt like I was boring. Not that he say he used to cook for him, he used to allow him in his room. How does that make you not to be a boring person? How does that cancel out your boring nature? Like, it was not even related, but he succeeded in trending, so yeah, I'll give him that. Now, another person that they asked about something important was Avala. Avala was one of the people that left the house at the beginning of the show. Avala and Isilomo were evicted. Like, their eviction was like one of the worst in the history of Big Brother. They didn't have a fair chance to be voted out or anything. They just went out based on a game of this whole coin game. I feel like their eviction was so unfair, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me. Those that watch the show will agree with me that their eviction was pretty much unfair. So they asked Avala what she feels about Kim, and she was like, while she was in the house, she saw Kim as somebody that was kind of like looking down on the girls because of the fact that Kim was a guy's girl. And not only was she a guy's girl, she was this kind of person that, okay, there's something about a girl being a guy's girl, but she's still cool with the ladies. But Kim's own, it was almost like she was looking down on the ladies and just trying to follow all the guys in the house. And I understand Avala's point, because in the house, Kim was almost like she was trying to be cool with all the guys, and not only just being cool. There's something about a lady that is friendly, just friendly with different guys, but it was almost like she was trying to like seduce the guys. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. Like, she was trying to seduce the guy. Like, she'll be talking to you as if she's coming across like, oh, you know, beauty queen, that kind of thing. That's how I perceive her actions. Then when they showed her video, there's a video that they usually make of them before you enter the house, and in the video she was like, she's very manipulative, and it's almost like what she said was translating to how she was behaving in the house. So she was trying to be manipulative, failing to understand that people that are outside the house are seeing you. Do you understand? They asked Isilomo what she thinks about Kim. She almost said the same thing, like Kim just trying to form, and she was just perceived as fake from Isilomo's angle. Like, the 1 week she was in the house, she said she perceived her as fake. Then there was something that Jeff did to Avala in the house, and Avala has been angry about it since. And I think he was supposed to give her his coins, some of his coins, because he had the most coins. I think he had like 350 coins or 300 coins in the house. And the thing that would have saved Avala from leaving was an extra coin, because the people that played the game that led to their eviction, the reason they played that game was because they had the least coin. So there were 4 of them that had the least coin. They played the game, and those that lost left. So if she had more coins, then she wouldn't have left. So she was angry at the fact that Jeff promised her coins before and he did not fulfill his promise. So she was just talking. Jeff said he doesn't regret what he did, that he would have done the same thing every what, that he had a higher obligation to fulfill, which was Omashola. He gave Omashola his coin. See, the story is just like there, but Avada explained why she did not like Jeff and why she was angry at Jeff, and I think she cut him off from being friends. Like, they're not friends because of that incident. Then the final thing that happened is Thelma. Thelma threw shade at TACHA and fans. So she was addressing the fact that she felt like it was the issue she had with TACHA that ruined her chances, or that reduced her chances of being in the house. Because there was one major issue she had with TACHA because of fish. I cannot really remember what happened. When I heard it, was like fish. Like, how does fish cause problems? Well, anything can cause problems. So what she said was that TACHA she already had a fan base outside the house, and then normally if you have a fan base, regardless of what you do, you still tend to have those people support you somehow. And then she was not like, okay, TACHA and Abi, her fans behave like her, and they support whatever she does. I think that was the statement. She made reference to the fact that her fans behave like her. Whatever she does that is wrong, they still support, regardless of what she does, they still support. That they all like fan, like I be like like leader, like fans. It was that kind of thing. So she just pointed out that ruined her chances of staying long in the house. So what do you guys think about what is there to think about this episode? There's nothing really. It was just a case of them ironing out issues. Isilomo said that she's indifferent about Kim right now. Kim said she's also indifferent about Isilomo, like she doesn't really care about anything when it comes to Isilomo. So it's almost like they don't give a fuck about each other right now. This is just an episode that had the people that left earlier in the house, and then Avala was making reference to the fact that Jeff left early, that he didn't play his game well, he left. And I don't feel like leaving early is as a result of you not playing your game well or anything. Leaving early, like, a lot of things that happen in the house has a lot to do with luck, especially in the first week of like the first week in the house. A lot of things that happen have to do with luck, because the thing is that there are a lot of people that the audience will not like, but they're not up for nomination because the housemates did not put them up. So once you're up with strong people, regardless of the fact that you're strong or you're a strong contender or not, you're going to leave. So I don't think it has anything to do with whether you left, did not play your game well. And again, the camera might be on you at the wrongest time. The way NK left, yeah, it was NK. The way NK left, that the camera came to where she was when she was telling Cindy that she's not going to play Ludo with her and stuff. But when they came out and they explained the situation, it was almost like, oh, there was nothing. She didn't really do anything to her, but it didn't just favor her. That scenario didn't favor her. So sometimes you just get screen time and it doesn't favor you, and then the audience sees what they see and you just leave. You might be there creating highlights and the camera will not even come to you. So sometimes it's just a factor of luck, and then sometimes if you like give genuine highlights, if you're a genuinely interesting person, you might just be lucky to stay enough for people to now attach themselves to you. So when they say you left, that you were there doesn't mean that you couldn't have left. That's it, guys. There was nothing much from today's highlight. I don't know when this reunion is ending. I was thinking that it was going to end this week, but apparently it's almost like they're going to continue next week. So let's watch and see what happens. I don't know, they're dividing it in. They should have just maybe 1 hour. Let's just finish this and get it over with and know when the new people are coming in. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Love you. Bye.